In 2025, yo, you better not at me. In 5 years, I'll be shutting down festivals. Still working with kids, why? Because that's incredible. I'll be struggling to find books to read, because I've read them all. Because knowledge is power. It makes me feel intellectual. I believe in myself, though others may be skeptical. I'll still keep it real when I'm sitting on my pedestal. When they see me, they salute like I'm the general. There's nothing that I wrote in these bars that's untenable.
I'm noticing the snaky moves of certain individuals. The question when we start, no excuses. It's the principle, the white that had that feature. That's the one and only simple rule. Your wrist the balls, we've been rolling with these when we process.
Yeah, so in terms of my music, what I've learned over the years, because I've been writing music for like 15, 16 years, but the music I initially first started writing was just like your average rap and grime, you know, swear words, you know, talking and referencing stupid stuff that you shouldn't really be referencing. Obviously then I decided to make music that's more influential, that actually it's not just going to be a song that people are going to play and get hyped up to, it's going to be a song that people are going to listen to and think actually this message that this guy's giving off on this track is right, and hopefully I can influence more people in a positive way. Mm-hmm. So every song that I've written over the past, I would say 2 years, it's been about a specific subject, and it's been hoping to like literally educate people. So one was called Put Down Those Knives. Mm-hmm. So I like to, you know, there was a lot of stabbings in Coventry around that time. So that was me just literally telling these young people, stop doing it. These are the effects. This is what's happening. More recently, I've done a song called Living in Lockdown. So again, that was just telling people, you know, stick at it. You know, I know we've got to stay in. It's not great. We're not at a great time in our lives, but stick at it, stick together, and we'll be all right. We'll come out the other side. So that's what I like to do in my music, base it on subjects that I know people are going through in life, and I can help them get through it in a positive way.
And what style is that on? Are you still able to do that on grime beats?
So I've done some of it on grime. The Living in Lockdown track that I made was actually on a grime beat.
140 BPM.
140 BPM, and I actually got that because basically I was Coventry City of Culture 2021. You heard of that?
Yeah.
And they were doing a visual album, and I applied for it. There was 160 artists. They chose 16, and I was one of those. And it was during COVID-19, so they dropped all the equipment to my house. I had to record the song while the guy was on the live video. He explained to me how to set everything up. Obviously, we went through loads of takes. Obviously, he was recording all the material, so then they come and picked up the equipment, took it away. We did the video on a separate occasion. They've released it on all platforms. The video's out on YouTube. But it's part of a visual album, so there's another 15 artists.
Now you got to
on the album as well.
Video rapid. What's the video? You get me? What's the video?
So the visual artist. It's called the visual album. Visual album, and it's by Coventry City of Culture. And that was actually my first paid music venture. So actually the first thing that I've ever been paid for in music. So that enabled me to buy my microphone, buy my audio interface, buy my speakers, buy just the basics at the minute, so I can start recording from home. Because it becomes a lot cheaper and you can do it a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's my my side on music. I just want to, like I said, I don't just want to make music just to be popular. I don't want to get rich from music. I want to be an influence. I want people to remember me in music because my music has been influential and it's helped people through mental health problems, through depression, through racism, through, you know, violence and gangs and, you know, forgiving and forgetting and giving people another chance and stuff like that, you know. That's my goal, not to be famous or successful, but to help people. So, yeah. So that's my take.
Mine's a little bit different, to be fair. Mine's after leaving school. I started writing lyrics before leaving school, but didn't have the confidence to do them for anyone because I ain't a popular kid in school, you know what I'm saying? Left school, got a little mini apprenticeship kind of thing at Hills FM. I don't know if you know, local radio station. The first tune that I'd ever wrote, they gave me a microphone and a computer and just said kind of have a bit of fun and record it, see what it sounds like.
Hills did?
Yeah. So I recorded that. Was not terrible quality if you heard it now, but to me, sick. Heard myself recording, made the first tune, yo. Straight away, they gave me an application form to perform at the Diver Festival 2000 and... I'd be way back 2012 probably. I never went forward with it, but that there motivated me to then write another tune. Another 2 real life, about my own life tunes. Then I started chilling with one of my old music mates from primary school and secondary school. And we started writing, he showed me like grime. Started writing grime and I was like, you know what, this is sick. I can perform at any sets, go to chill with the party on the session there, spit some bars. Spend so many years just doing that. I can't lie, it's wasting my time just talking about, when you just waffling about how fast you are and how amazing you are and that. It meant nothing.
On the sets.
Yeah, just grind bars, just waffling. You know
I've
what I'm
missed
saying?
grime sets, but I can't even lie to you.
Yeah, they are sick. They are sick, but it wasn't meaningful music,
Yeah.
And then went through a few just life dramas really, and thought, right, now's my time to put life dramas on a piece of paper. Forget all my grime rubbish. Forget just making 16 so I could feature on someone else's song. So then I made a tune called Deep Truth. That was probably my main number one motivation to keep on this music thing. Like, I put my whole life into it. Every word in it so legit, like real in it. That there made me then motivate to write my next tune, which I still have not recorded because of, when you can't find a perfect beat. So I'm kind of working on that at the minute. But I'm not in it. Do you know what? I'm not in it to be famous. I'm just in it so when I'm 50 years old, I can put an album in my CD player and go, that was me. This was my life. Go to my grandkids, yo, check me out. I was a rapper. What? Here's my YouTube videos, Because we haven't got that with our grandparents. You can't go on YouTube and see our grandparents. But you're going to see me, 19 years old, spitting bars on the set when I'm 76 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing it.
And what genre have you gone? So you went from grime.
I am multi-genre as anything. Like drum and bass, grime,
But
rap.
I'm interested in like what you were saying there. You know when it gets to the meaningful, are you able to do that at 140 BPM?
If you're angry, yeah. But other than that, nah. If you want to talk meaningful music,
I can talk meaningful on 140 BPM.
You can talk meaningful on 140.
Check out Liburd. Just put Liburd, L-I-B-U-R-D, my surname into YouTube, yeah. Check out Put Down Those Knives. That's a 140 BPM. That's Put Down Those Knives. And I spit realness in that.
Nice.
Same as Forgive and Forget.
I did before.
That's another one. But it is hard. I get what you're saying. It's hard
My
to
first
do.
tune I did, and I can still remember bars from that, which I can still spit on 140. But now I find it easier to just do hip hop. I can put it, space it out. If you want to add a nice chorus, you can add a nice chorus. A girl singing, a man singing, you just MCing on the chorus, whatever.
I'm going a bit more that way as well, rap and hip hop, because it's just like, for me, like, because I've got asthma as well, like sometimes the bars that I write, I put too many words in it. Yeah? So I'm trying to get it all out, yeah.
Yes.
And sometimes it's like, yo. Like recently, I've just won a competition, so it's an Instagram competition. 32 artists join. All the names go into a hat. You get drawn out against somebody. So you're not rap battling. You're not dissing each other. It's just who can come with the best bars on a specific topic. So I won that on Tuesday night, which I'm really happy about, because it's studio time in London, video shoot, photo shoot, album cover art, all stuff that I can use in my musical journey. So I'm really happy. I don't normally win stuff either, so that's good. But that sort of pushed me on as an artist now. I've got a lot of good feedback, a lot of music contacts. I've met a lot of people. So yeah, during lockdown, that's what I've been doing, networking with different people around the UK, meeting different artists, spitting on different people's lives, getting new supporters.
See, that's the problem is, from me getting feedback, I'll turn around and I looked at them and go, you know what, I could blow in this. I can't lie, I've just thought, you know what, Coventry, yeah.
Well, you could though, that's not a lie, bro, you could, man.
We don't have man blowing from Cov. Cov's just a forgotten about little place. Yeah, we have J1, yeah. Like, I can't not, man. He came to Cov to do his uni and then he smashed it from there. Yeah, Parcel's Cov man from
doing bits as well, but that's it though. You look any further than that.
Who else you got?
I'd say Shadow CV6 is doing big things. I'd say Scatter's doing big things, but apart from those two, I'd find it hard to.
I don't know them artists.
You never heard of Scatter or Shadow CV6, no?
I think that Aisha might have sent me some from Scatter, no?
No, that was it.
This is that's what's called?
Yeah.
It's called. Believe me. Do you know what this young man suffers from, unfortunately? Bit of lack of self-belief, but he needs a bit more confidence. See me, I'm so confident. Yeah, it's probably because I'm a little bit older. So, like, whenever I'm around this guy, I tell him how good he is. Because that's what I have to do with my young people. I'm not saying he's a kid, because he's not a kid. But I work with a lot of young people. I've got to tell them how good they are at something and help them believe in themselves and bring out their potential. And that's what I try to do with this young man, because you don't understand how good he is. One of those, that competition I was just telling you about, me and him had a few competitions ago, we ended up going up against each other. And like I said, it's not, you don't have to write bars about each other, so we're not dissing each other. And like, we're both like, whoever wins, they win. And actually, he ended up beating me, and I think he deserved to with his wordplay and what he did with it. I can openly say that.
But now I'm making a tune out of the concept.
So
from what you're
yeah,
dropping.
Yeah, we just need to sort out a hook and there's the tune.
yeah, because you get given a
You
concept
know what I'm
and
saying?
you have to write bars on the concept.
How long do you get?
It's normally 1 minute and a half, but then as you
Yeah,
progress
week to write
further
it.
in the competition,
Okay.
like it was 3 minutes for the final that I did.
Not even a week to write it.
So you get a week to write a minute and a half, and then what for the 3 minutes? Same, a week to write 3 minutes.
Yeah. Well, basically this time it was a fire in the booth round, so you could choose any beat from fire in the booth,
Oh,
and it had to be 3 minutes
that was
long.
my
What beat did you use?
I used Reg 32's, the sick one with
Drop that one. How does it
Avelina.
go? How does it go?
Yeah, you're gonna have to play it out.
Yeah. Let's get to work, B.
What? You want me to spit the bars to it?
Yeah.
You're definitely putting me on pressure now, bro. Definitely. I didn't have this planned up, bro.
Oh, yeah. I know this one. This is hard, man.
I like this one, bro.
I think this tune here this is one of the sickest things he wrote. It's all real.
I like my 1984. I like my life one. The one about my life's good.
And in 5 years, we need to hear a pattern.
Libel. Let's go.
Alright.
Yo, if you want to reach the top, you have to start at the bottom. Make amends for mistakes and they will all be forgotten. I haven't always been good. Back in the day I was rotten. Selling drugs in the streets, bare heat I was popping. People constantly saying there's no way I'll be stopping. You won't get a job, you was born for the shotting. While other people on my downfall, they were plotting. Jealous of me because I was bringing the guap in. Was heading one of two ways, jail or a coffin. I had to make a choice as the clock was tick-tocking. I heard a voice and what he told me was shocking. They ain't your friends to get deleting and blocking.
Yeah.
But everyone in life, they have experienced regret. Things they wish they hadn't done, things they must forget.
What?
Sometimes if I could rewind time just like a cassette, I'd go back, make amends to those I hurt and I upset. Go back to those I stole from and repay any debt because I'm changed nowadays. I always come correct and I realise that my actions of a life, they affect your life. You choose which road you select, which path that you take, whether right or left. The decisions that you make could be life or death. You never know, it could be your time next. And just like Jesus, you would hope to resurrect. I've lost so many soldiers, for the Lord I've lost respect. For my family and my loved ones on the line, I put my neck. If they're ever in trouble, I'll be there in a sec. Just like an angel, watch over and protect. I'm a strong believer in forgive and forget. Wear my heart on my sleeve, though my heart is in my chest. Every day I see my family, I just know that I am blessed. I've come a long way since my life, it was a mess. People keep on commenting how much I've progressed. I guarantee no going back now that I've passed the test. This is fire in the booth, so I must be at my best. Cause I know it'd be a madness what make a manifest. But I'd still back myself. If I had to place a bet, I'd just believe in myself. I don't mean no disrespect. If I was sending shots, then I'd send them direct. Cause I can handle the heat like a Pyrex. When I'm on the mic, it's fire that I be cooking. And when I'm in the booth, MCs they don't get a look in. It's like my music's drugs, I've got all my fans clucking. Asking all the time when's the EP coming. I'm working on perfection, there's no point rushing. Just know when it drops we'll have the whole scene buzzing. Fakes and snakes will come, show man loving, saying Liburd the man, there's no one above him. Shouts to Pure Corner, shouts to my supporters, there's a chance that I can win. I can feel it in the waters. In round 1 I told you all about reality. In round 2 I even share my story happily. Round 3 I took you on a day in my life. Round 4 club banger, it was cold as ice.
What?
She want freak Liburd, it was sounding nice. Now my eyes on the prize, finish lines in sight. It's Liburd versus Maker, one hell of a fight. When he jumps on mic, he just does things right. He's a humble guy, just like me, polite. But I'd still be disappointed if I lost tonight. But that's life.
What?
Don't say him.
What?
No, say him.
Nah. Dude, still.
I
Yo.
was happy to win, do you know what I mean? Like I didn't,
Nah, that was
I didn't
cold.
think I deserved to win.
That was icy, bro.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Man needs to lay that.
Yeah, well, definitely, man, 100%. I'd like Charlie to see it and invite me in. That's what I'd love. That's what I'd like. I
This is the
love
thing
that, bro.
about music, you know. You know when you put what's real on wax, don't matter the rhyme scheme, whatever you do. When you put real on wax, the real feel it, you know.
No,
Straight
trust me,
away.
man. Everyone who's been through some of them struggles, because you mentioned so many different struggles and that, people have done it, people have seen it.
See,
Do
that's
you know
how
what I
I feel
mean?
about
But it's
these
just,
things, same thing.
but it upsets me that in this game today, yeah, like somebody who speaks real, somebody who spits real and that, they can't get an opportunity. But these guys are that are doing this. Do you know what I mean? Like, talking about gal and money and like, you'd never ever hear me in a song that I make now talk about anything like that. Anything other than something that's influential and that's going to mean something to people. They're going to feel it because that's what, you know, I don't really want to make anybody dance, yeah? I want to make people, I want to hit people in the heart. Do you know what I mean? And I want to hit people in the mind. Make them think better, change their mentality, especially young people.
But you could hear that. You could hear that in the bars.
Because they've got the whole life ahead of them, and that's what I want to do, man. I've got various songs that just give a little bit of, do you know what I mean, guidance to these young people and tell them the struggles that I've been through and why I don't want them to make the same mistakes. And I feel like as human beings, yeah, we're all put on this earth for a reason, yeah. And I feel like now I found my reason for being on earth, and that's to help young people. Do you know what I mean? And stop them. Although I don't regret the mistakes I do regret the mistakes I've made, but I don't regret the paths that I've walked in. Yeah, the choices I've made because, like, you know, I'm a well-behaved guy and I've got family, you know, kids, wife, good job, you know, good friend network. You know, I feel like my music is improving all the time. I'm getting more and more opportunities in music and stuff and elevating. And yeah, I feel my life has never been as good as it is now.
No, that's
you know, so I regret some.
Pursuing every day, yeah, is the dream that I did grew to. Stereotypes stick, so they think that I'm a nuisance. Cause my skin's a bit darker than the people that they used to. Want us to be poorer, drive around on the courses. But me, I want them skylines, that Lambos, them Porsches, that big house, that pool, and that stable with the horses. King wants a castle, but I want a fortress.
I ain't gonna lie, growing up has been a struggle. Single parent mama trying to keep me out of trouble. I was a young, immature boy, living in a bubble, thinking I was a big man. Sure, I had a little stubble, and sure, I had some cash from the things I would juggle. If I could change my past, then I would on the double. Youngsters, if you're listening, take my advice. Get yourself some good grades, don't think twice. Do your best in school, it will set you up for life. Cause on a good education, you can't put a price. Deep down inside, you don't know that I'm right. I've lived it plays on my mind every night. I could have been anything I wanted to be. A lawyer, a doctor, a famous MC. Time can be precious, one day you will see. So please don't make the same mistakes as me.
I'm more than wavy up tsunami on a beat. A man are talking about their vegans, but they're loving off the beef. Started off cold, but now I'm turning up the heat. You best be ringing up the fairy dog, cause man, I'm losing teeth. Started.
Yeah.
Liburd.
Yeah. Nah, that one.
That was a bit better.